Don't stop, because if you stop, you die. Everything leaves. What could be won't be. And that's what I'm more afraid of than anything. That's just the facts. Life with no movement, it's not life. You just breathing. You feel me? And the same thing goes for this YouTube. Sometimes you feel like stopping. But if you stop, what could come of it will die because you didn't keep going, you know? Now, there's levels to it, right? And I'm just speaking on my own opinions. Because YouTube is hard. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to continue. But we all have our reasons why we do YouTube, if you think about it. Some of us, we do it for, money, to create a business. Some of us, we do it as therapy, just to get away and to express ourselves. And I tell you the truth, I'm in like both of those worlds. I do it as a business as well. Plus, it's my love. I teach. I teach what I love to do, but it's also like therapy to me because it's who I am, and I need to express it. And YouTube gives me that ability to express it. You know what I mean? But there are different types of people out here that are utilizing this thing. So I'm saying don't stop, because if you stop, you die. Everything leaves. What could be won't be. And that's what I'm more afraid of than anything. Not getting older, I'm afraid of regrets. And I've got some, because I think sometimes there's parts of my life where I wasted time. Wasted time on people, wasted time on things. And I'm sure you have too. We've all done it. You be wishing, man, why didn't I do that earlier in life? Why didn't I think like this earlier in life? Why didn't I make that? I don't know. We didn't. You know what I mean? But we're here now. And so what I'm saying is, don't stop. Because as soon as you stop, you die. That's just the reality of it. Your dreams die, man. Everything goes away. Life becomes nothing. Because, sometimes life can be so repetitive. It just seems like the same thing every day. And so being a creative person gives us an escape to create, to express. And that's what this is all about. At the end of the day, if I didn't make $1, I still would be doing this. I still would be creating skits and shooting movies or trying to, show you tutorials, because that's just my expression. That's what I love to express. That's what I love. That's my life. This is not just a business for me. This is really my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is. And so I can't stop, because there's times when you just want to stop, man. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we see other people and they have it so fast, but we don't know their whole story either. You feel me? So, this is me just saying, don't stop. Try this YouTube thing out. Whatever it is in your life, don't stop. Even if it ain't YouTube. I'm talking about YouTube, sort of, but even if it ain't YouTube, don't stop. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a coach, you want to be a teacher, whatever you want to be, don't stop. You know what I mean? Push hard. See what happens. You never know. Because most things in life that are easy ain't usually good for you. It's the hard things that usually are the best thing to do, And I just felt like letting you know, don't stop, man. And it's just coming from me. I know I'm just, I just started this channel. I've been doing this for 20-some years, man. I got a lot of knowledge. I got a lot of understanding about how to deal with people and how to work with equipment. But at the end of the day, I'm just one man, trying to get through. And this is my expression. You know what I mean? Getting older in life, you know what I mean? I'm getting older. And this is what I want to do. I want to teach people. I want to instruct people how to not fall into the pits, not to fall into them, not to do the mistakes that I made. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody was there to show me or tell me anything. I had to figure it all out myself. You know what I mean? Because there comes a lot to this creative thing, especially when you start dipping into people wanting to take advantage of you and stuff like that. And so many opportunists out here that just are there with you just because of what you can do for them artistically, but they're not really there for you. And you got to be able to understand these things, see these things, and treat them accordingly. They'll always be there, don't get me wrong. Everybody in life uses everybody else, but it's how you use somebody. You can use somebody with integrity, where you're not using somebody to deceive them or to trick them, but you're using them because they have what you need and you have what they, it's a cordial thing. So we all do that, but it's when you try to use me to deceive me or to trick me or to manipulate me, that's when the problem is, that's when it becomes an issue, you feel me? So don't do that, you know what I mean? People make life even more difficult than what it is, man. It's a blessing every day we get to wake up, go to work, or do whatever we do and come home and sleep and then wake up again. Some people never wake up. You know what I mean? God is good, and I am a believer, and that is what it is. That'll never change. But don't stop your dreams, because sometimes, I used to tell people, because I've seen it, if you don't make time for yourself, if you don't make time for your dream, if you don't make time for YouTube, if you don't make time for whatever it is, life will eat it away. Life will not make time for it. You have to specifically take time and allocate that time to grow your brand, your business, your whatever it is. You have to do that. Because if you don't specifically set that time apart, life will eat it up. And before you know it, years have passed and you've done nothing. And sometimes people look like they're so busy and they're running around. But at the end of the day, at the end of a few years, you're still at the same place. You just look busy, but you ain't busy. You just chasing the same thing, doing nothing, going in a circle. You know what I mean? And I've been there. That's why I can talk about it. You know what I mean? So, that's why I'm getting into the coaching and counseling people about this video. I've been there. I've lived this. Literally, I've been homeless with my equipment. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I do. I've been in so many situations that, if somebody was there to be like, yo, don't do this. Yo, be careful with this. I would have, it could have been better for me. But it is what it is. Those things at the end of the day made me who I am today. So, I don't know, But I know there's so much predators out there, man, that just want to take advantage of creative people that I always try to warn them. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't want to keep going. I'm just telling you to don't stop. Keep pushing forward. Learn, study, whatever it is you want to do. For me right now, it's YouTube. You know what I mean? It's coaching. You know what I mean? Study it. If you want to be this YouTube thing, video is an amazing thing. And video can grow your brand and business so crazy. More people will watch your video than ever see you in person. And I've been saying that for years, But don't stop. Keep pushing, all right? Keep pushing forward. Learn, study, practice. Make time for your gift. Make time for your dream. Because life will eat it up. I'm telling you, that's one thing I can promise you. Life will eat up your time. And before you know it, you'll be 60, 55, 70, whatever. Be like, damn, where did it go? You feel me? So don't stop. Because if you do, you die.